Contrary to popular belief, this is not just rap music. This is life. So I offer you right now, life. Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.
What's happening? We back. Still here. UnMask'd. A.K.A. Cognac Crew.
Oh.
Yep.
You know who it is. It's your boy Trez. Cross from me. P. What's happening with it?
What's good, my brother?
All is well.
King to a God. Shout out to my man Sauce on the track. Low Sin with the rhyme. D Spins.
Yo.
My man.
What's up?
What's good with you?
We good, man. Y'all already know. We got a lot to talk about. I see my boy P with the New York Knicks colors
Gotta
on.
represent. Represent.
Always represent.
Yep.
Win, lose, or draw.
Absolutely. We'll get into it, but hey, y'all know how we do.
Ass beat or not.
Ass
Come on,
whooping.
man. Stop.
Yeah, but before we get into it, y'all know what we do. We
Hoover
UnMask'd.
there.
Let's go, babe.
Man, you ever how you deal with motherfuckers that, and how do you deal with a person? I'm asking both of y'all this. How you deal with a person that
Let's go.
tries to make you feel bad when they fucked up as much as you or worse than you?
I try not to. I just don't, actually.
I mean, because we've been rocking for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we started this shit in probably the beginning of basketball season. I got laughed at about my squad, but I'm used to it because I always get laughed at about my squad.
Right.
I threw something out there. They accomplished it, surprisingly. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You're still
Right.
surprised.
I know, right?
See, and this is the
and
shit
I'm
I'm
mad.
this is the
I'm
shit
mad
I'm
about
talking
that
about.
bullshit.
Again, you did worse than me. Why you can't allow me to be happy because you miserable, Trez?
I'm not miserable.
So I assume we talking about this first round.
We
getting
talking
into
about
it.
the Knicks and against Miami, not just. I'm just saying.
Just in general.
There is
general.
There
I
is
got
no
you.
Knicks versus Miami.
Oh my gosh,
Stop it.
you're right. There's no rivalry. There's no comparison.
There's not.
You went to the finals last year, and this year you came up short.
Right, but we're going to the playoffs
You
every
got
year.
vacuumed up out of that.
Y'all won
motherfucker.
one game. Y'all won one game in the playoffs and celebrate like it was the
We
championship.
weren't slated to even be there.
Stop it. Y'all stopped the city off for one win.
Were we supposed to be there?
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought they was gonna win. So
I did.
Vegas had us not winning 12 fucking games.
Well, you go back and watch the 2 episodes ago, you heard my
well,
pick.
I knew they would win more than 12 games.
I said Hawks.
just because of the coach change.
Right.
I said they was going 500. Y'all
But
laughed at
fuck
me.
the other part
I said
of it. The
500,
30
y'all
games,
laughed
all
at
that.
me.
No,
I didn't laugh at you, but I didn't believe it.
Hey,
They went over 500.
You did good.
hey. So
At the end of the day, y'all overachieved. So next year, if y'all underachieve, what's going to be the situation?
Well, it's a lot of faces that's not going to be there next year.
Because
y'all got
a certain person got exposed. Y'all have no
it's gonna
number
be
one.
6 or 7 new Knicks.
Y'all have no number one on your team.
And what does the Heat have? What happened to Tyler Hero? What a fucking name.
Got a whole song about it.
Send his ass back to the goddamn Wisconsin.
Don't they got a whole song? Don't he got a whole song?
That's the problem. He think he's somebody.
They're about to feed his ass to the Gators. You'll never see that motherfucker again.
You need to go to the gym and shoot shots.
Hey, so round 2. All right. So y'all already know what time it is, man. So just a quick recap. I was wrong. My Dallas Mavericks, Game 7, they fell.
First off, I was right on all my predictions except for the Portland in the first round. I like to shout that out.
The fucking Mavericks. I keep thinking of what's my man name? The coach from Arizona. They are who we think they are. What's his?
Dennis Green.
Dennis Green.
But fuck you, by the way.
They are who we think they are.
But fuck you, by the way. So you're not going to – okay, so we got to acknowledge one more thing before we get to this recap. We got to acknowledge that Trigger Trey was on y'all ass. Like I said.
Hey, man, it's the curse of Spike.
It's cold out there, man.
Oh, it's Spike's fault.
Ice tray.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Please.
Hey, man.
Come
look,
on,
man,
dog.
You got to leave people. Well, it's the curse of, one, not realizing. See,
It's not even a curse, I don't think.
it's not a curse.
It's the fact that y'all are the Knicks and y'all play at Madison Square Garden.
No,
so
it's not that either.
You're going to get everybody's best game.
Trust. So I'll give you a scenario.
It's the Mecca.
I'll give you a scenario. When you lose for so long and you win, you finally win, you should be appreciative of the wins you get.
Facts.
Right? We caught a case of what the Cowboys live on.
Yeah, I agree.
We started believing. And we thought that we could go further than what we actually had the talent to do.
You overachieved this year.
We should have never been in that situation, but we made it. We avoided a play-in game, and we finished 4th seed. Hell of an accomplishment.
Quick question. Let's just move forward, then we'll get back on it.
Right.
So
I got you.
next year, if you just
Yeah,
quick
you
question.
know
No,
that
let me ask you.
futuristic shit, man.
That's why I said moving forward.
I don't live
Next
there.
year, if y'all finish less than 4th
Live in the
seed,
present.
is that a failure? Did y'all?
No, it's
did
a
y'all,
failure.
Did y'all go backwards?
It's a failure if we don't make the playoffs at all.
You gonna make the fucking playoffs?
Okay, then you ask me.
I don't
what's
know.
A failure
It could
in
be
my
6 or
eyes.
7 new
Might be a-
Knicks there.
Oh,
So
they might be a play-in. They might be.
As long as we're there, I'm okay. We can't go back to not being there.
So losing home court and everything, just
I don't give a fuck.
clearly it doesn't matter.
you
But
also
that's the reality of it, right? We talking about reality. Here it is. You got Spence and the rest of the fucking Cowboy Nation. Every fucking
motherfucking right
every year, we going all the way.
per the man.
Your quarterback broke
Everybody
his
should
fucking
see.
ankle.
Hey, he back. We about to see what he
Cowboy
gonna
colors.
do.
He ain't ran nowhere yet.
He ain't ran yet. He ain't been hit yet either.
He ain't been hit yet either. But you listen to them. What's the motherfucker that came out today talking about we got the number 1 offense in the league?
I doubt that.
You ain't played yet. What's your wide receiver name?
CD Lamb,
Oh, the young boy.
Nah, it
talking.
wasn't him that said it. It was another one.
Gallup,
Cooper.
Cooper, Amari
Oh,
Cooper.
Amari want to talk now.
Listen,
Look, man.
Look, I'm
somebody
not
find
taking-
Quincy
I'm
Carter.
not
what
taking-
24-hour fitness is Quincy Carter at so they can
that's-
go get him?
you can say all you want to
Because
say.
they're going to need
but
a backup.
I'm not listening to nobody that believes that wild card weekend doesn't exist. This fucking Steeler fan over here. Moving forward,
No,
though.
it exists. It's just not the playoffs.
Okay, you keep believing that.
That's
sir.
like the play-in game. It's not the
You
playoffs.
Keep believing that.
Trez, is the play-in game the playoffs?
It's not, but I love it.
Is
But
the
it's
wild
not-
card weekend a part of the playoffs?
Wild card weekend is part of the playoffs,
Thank you.
It's the same as a play-in.
but the play-in is not part of the playoffs.
It's not. It's
The play-in
totally
game
different.
is setting you up to figure out who's going to be the team. Yes, it's different.
Listen, there's a regular season
How's
and
it
a postseason.
different?
It's almost the plan is like a mini tournament for the playoffs to figure out
To
who's going to be
seed
the
the
last
playoffs.
who's going to be the last.
The
two
seeds
teams
are already
going in.
committed
Yeah.
once they do the wild card,
It's
sir.
one game, right?
No, the play-in.
It couldn't be one game for you.
No,
Yes, it can.
It can, depending
Depending on
your
the
current
seed.
Yeah.
Right.
Depending
so
on the
it could
seed.
end up being one game.
it could be one or it could be up to 3.
You're playing this game. So my point is, you're playing this game to be a part of the playoffs. Right or wrong?
No.
It's wild card weekend. You're playing this game to be a part of the playoffs.
So
That's
the
different.
reason why it's different, and then I'll tell you
Because
this.
if you're a 7 or 8 seed and you lose, you still have another chance to still make the playoffs. Versus if you're like the 9th or the 10th seed doing the play-in and you lose that first game,
hypothetically,
it's a wrap.
hypothetically, if you could have more than one game in football. If you-
Hold on.
Hold on. I'm not saying you won it. I'm saying hypothetically. If you could have a series in football, would that wild card game be a series of games or one game? Or maybe 2, depending on what seed you are.
They wouldn't call it a wild card game, but okay.
It would be totally different.
It's the same shit.
It's not,
No, it's not.
because you have to seed to get to the wild card. Anyway, moving right along.
Let's get it.
We're going to keep it thugging.
Okay.
All right? So, recap. Y'all already know Bucks, they're getting their ass kicked right now. But
They are right
Bucks
now.
won first round. We had the Clippers moving on, Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
We had the
Atlanta moving on.
Atlanta moving on
Mhm.
on the east side, and then of course Philadelphia.
Philly.
Then on the west, the Suns. Gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
You know,
That's big talk.
we're gonna get to that in a couple seconds. But the one that surprised me the most was Denver. moving
LA
on.
didn't surprise you?
Well, not really, only because I knew it was a wrap when Davis went down.
Okay.
But for me, for Denver, the fact that they did not have Jamal Murray and They 1-6.
Okay, but here's the problem with those teams, right?
There ain't no surprise, man.
No,
Not
it is a surprise.
Not
Maybe not for you, but for most people, it's a surprise because they're not aired that much, unless you got the league pass, right?
I mean, well, you know, I got it.
Right,
Yeah.
I got it too. But they're not aired much.
I disagree.
They're not aired much.
I disagree.
How many times is Denver on TV?
TNT helped that.
It
that dynamic,
depends.
but they're not on TV like that.
And
but it
even
also
when they
depends
are
on where you
on
live at.
TV, who's staying up that late to see the end of the game?
You got to think it depends on where you live at.
No, but I feel you. The majority
the
of
difference living on the West Coast is them late games is still early as fuck.
right, but that's the West Coast, whereas like
West.
the
Right.
Midwest, the East, the South, and especially the Southeast, they not catching that game. Shit, it's 1 o'clock in the
They're
morning
not
when that
watching
game
that whole
goes.
game.
We catching the first half.
Okay, but they're not watching the end.
All right.
But not to. I mean, I get where everybody's going. My thing is, it was surprising to me because they didn't have their star point guard and they still whooped ass.
The thing is, they had the MVP.
Yo, yeah, you got his.
He got the
one
MVP.
like-
They get the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, Dame Dollar's Dame Dollar. Big salute. But the issue
Them
with,
shots was ridiculous,
Yeah.
bro.
the issue with Portland is the coach, man, and they finally got rid of him. You know, and then on top of that, you got 2 guards in the back that's 6 foot.
Yeah, but Dame different, dog.
Dame different, but CJ's not.
Yeah, CJ.
And that's a
He's disappointed.
That's a liability.
He
Like,
is.
You can't have somebody on your team going off of 60, 63, or 50 or whatever he did, making 12 threes and only missing 4 of them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Saving y'all asses twice to go to a double overtime,
yeah.
and y'all still lose the fucking game?
Yeah, that was crazy. No, that was definitely crazy. And it was just interesting to see that series unfold. And then you already kind of knew what was going to happen with the Utah-Memphis Grizzlies. I mean,
Yeah, but
Memphis,
Ja's coming.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's a force.
And
to be
that's the
reckoned with.
beautiful thing about this, right? Is that now you're seeing
was a
talent that you
play-in team.
probably don't normally see.
That was
Yeah.
a playing team.
And that was a playing team.
Because they smacked the Warriors to get in.
But, I mean,
So-
I want to have, yeah.
So Ja made it.
Ja was yeah.
Barrett made it by help of Randall, but he made it.
Mhm.
What does that say about Zion?
Zion got hurt at the end of the season.
What does it say about him?
I still think Zion the future.
I'm a firm believer. No,
Okay.
I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. You can't play it that way, and I've been saying that. And you know, I've been saying that since day one. You cannot play it that way. You cannot. It's impossible.
It's not impossible, but he has slimmed up. The thing with Zion, that boy country thick, man.
Shit, what he lost 5 pounds? Because he still look thick as shit to me.
Thick
Yeah,
as,
but when he
like,
came back cut up after
I mean,
wearing that
he
Bane
can't.
mask.
I get it.
Like he always gonna be. He just different.
He's a muscular guy. You know
He's
what I mean?
different,
That's a fact.
Like he's Charles Barkley 5 inches taller.
Yeah, I can get with that. I don't
Charles
think
Barkley
he's
was 6'3",
I don't think
playing
he's the
power
future.
forward.
I'll give him a couple.
Charles
more
Barkley
than
was
that.
6'3", bro.
Ah.
He's 6'4". He listed at 6'4". You pull him up right now, it's gonna say 6'3".
Right, because he's no longer playing.
Right.
They took the inch back.
He a little older. Got that little.
Yeah, they took the
Charles
inch back.
Barkley
got,
was
they got a
6'4",
little shorter now.
It's
They
power
got back.
forward.
Hell yeah, wider than a
Yeah, he
motherfucker.
got wider.
So, I think I'm happy, like as far as for what I see and what the future will hold for NBA. I think the young stars are very bright. To y'all point, Josh coming, and then
Zion here, bro.
Ah.
Just because the game's so soft,
you think he'll make it? He'll last.
ain't nobody trying to get in his way.
Okay,
He
fair
like
enough.
He like the new Shaq.
So if we can pivot a little bit, let's go to round 2. So now we got the Clippers versus the Jazz. You see what Brooklyn is doing right now to the ones you pegged to be in the finals.
I picked him.
You
You
know?
know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm still sticking with my Clippers all the way through.
Okay, fair enough.
All the way through. Shit.
Now the
What?
interesting thing is
The Nets bust the goddamn Bucks in the mouth. Like the Bucks got me looking at y'all like y'all got Blake Griffin looking like this goddamn
The reincarnation
right.
of Blake Griffin.
but you knew that would happen if he got with a
Jumping over
contender.
Kia's
He doing-
Blake Griffin.
But you knew that would happen if he got with a
Nah,
contender. You knew that would
man.
happen if.
I didn't know he had the bunnies in him still.
That motherfucker pulled the biggest illusion ever.
You didn't think Blake Griffin still had hops?
Did you think playing with Detroit? Did you
Yes.
think he had hops?
I thought he still had game.
He
I
still
thought-
had
and I know
I
he can
thought
still.
his game had
No,
transitioned.
I know-
Post players, spin move.
Yeah, I know he can still
little
dunk.
shake.
Like still
Hey, let
dunking
me ask you a
and making
question.
posterized dunks is two
Dunk
different
with,
things.
I thought I knew he could dunk, but I was
Right.
thinking dunk with no.
He making posters.
opposition.
Right. He posterized the boys.
He
right now.
is.
What was he gonna do in Detroit? What did he have to showcase? To your point,
Cash checks.
when the hell do you see Detroit play? So, with that being said, keeping it moving.
Right.
Let's talk about this Denver and Utah series.
They're not playing Utah.
Nah, Denver. Who's Denver playing?
Denver playing Phoenix.
Denver is playing Phoenix. I'm sorry, you're right.
So who's
Phoenix
the other
Phoenix
one?
took Phoenix took the first game
'Cause
last night.
Utah is, yeah, you're right.
So who's
and-
the other one?
Utah playing the Clippers.
Yes, the Clippers, Utah, Denver, Phoenix. So my apologies.
Then
Denver, Phoenix.
Philly playing Atlanta. And then you got the
And
Brook-
that's gonna
And that's
be
gonna
close.
be crazy. That's gonna be crazy only because of Joel Embiid
It's back.
and his injury.
yeah, that's going 7.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
No, that's
through it.
going 7.
That's going
We're
7.
just talking about the series
I'm
going
talking
7.
about the series is going 7.
But he's not gonna make it.
It
through
doesn't matter with him.
Joel? I think
It doesn't matter with him.
I'm looking at Joel like the Chris Paul in the first series with the Lakers.
Yeah.
The more he gets to play, the healthier he's going to get because Atlanta's not a pounded team. So he really just got to be on the court. You know, he just really doing cardio right now.
Right.
I gotta give you credit. You mentioned Collins. I wasn't sold on
told y'all,
Collins, man.
boys.
But Collins
That boy can play.
He different.
That boy.
He a little different in the
We
way.
found out.
I know you did.
And Bogdanovich, I learned his name.
Hey,
I called him out,
three
too.
was clutch.
We found out.
Sure you did.
And the thing is about the Hawks, real quick. People forget that Cam Reddish.
Yeah, he hurt.
He ain't even playing right now.
No.
That's a good point.
Like
But I don't know if
them
he
boys-
can compete with what they got on the floor.
But he nice, bro. He like a poor man's version of
Pippen.
Pippen / Penny.
But
Oh,
he
you
don't-
gonna give him penny status?
Said poor man's version.
Still.
Cam is not a point though.
Nah,
He like-
but
he
we're
like
just
shooting
talking about the
guard.
way he can handle.
I mean, I know he's
Yes,
shooting.
he
guard,
got
I'm saying
he got a
not
nice handle though,
Okay.
and he play defense. He long.
So before we get predictions, I want to pivot back to the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Because I mean, when we talk about
The NBA is in shambles right now.
No, it's not. Space Jam is about to be released.
That's why they're in shambles. That's all. LeBron
that's
was
what
talking.
you said.
That's
They
all
winning
LeBron-
because of Space Jam.
That's all LeBron was talking about.
That's
Well,
why we're about to
I
get
still,
his
I still got my movie coming out, Space Jams.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the reality of it is, I picked the Lakers. I would have still picked the Lakers. Excuse me, I still picked the Lakers, but Anthony Davis got hurt. That was the difference in the series.
I don't think it would have been a difference.
I do.
I wasn't picking them regardless, just
I
because I don't like.
I like
LeBron.
Phoenix.
I respect
The reason I like him is because of Booker. He got that Mamba mentality. But like I told my boy, one of my partners I was talking to a year ago, Booker don't got the Mamba mentality.
Nah, he got it.
No, he got
He
it.
went
bro.
to the school.
There's only like 4.
We're not
people-
comparing
4
him. We're
no,
not
I'm
saying he's Kobe. We're saying he's
mentality.
Yeah,
There's only like 4 or 5 people in the league
he's
that have
had
that
sessions
mentality.
directly with Kobe,
That's not scared when the big moment comes.
Yeah.
He got it, bro.
and he's at that level.
He got it.
Now I can tell Julius Randle went to the school, but he ain't stayed
He
in
ain't
all
got-
the classes. Nah, he left. See, he left some classes early.
He was.
He got a C average.
He left some classes early.
Hey.
Booker stayed for that and tutoring.
It's the difference though.
Randall ain't make the Friday class.
Randall
He
has,
partied too
Randall,
late.
Randall has
He
improved.
can get up
from-
in time.
He's improved from the Mamba
I don't know what
Mamba
the-
school.
No, he has improved.
But you gotta look where he came from. Booker, like
Yeah.
Randall was a freight train.
Yeah, no doubt.
Booker always had the talent, though.
So
Yeah.
with the leadership piece, I just look at LeBron and I see. You know what? For
He's
the
not
first
a leader.
time, exactly, and
I've
you
been
know what
saying
I
this
would
for
say.
Years.
Personally, he's overcome a lot. He's done great things in the community. I'm all for that part of it. But when you get on the court, and for the first time, I'm a huge fan of what LeBron brings to the table. I'm a huge fan of his career. But what I didn't like was that moment when he walked off the court.
That's not the first time
That
he's
was
done
the-
that, though.
Right. I'm a fan of LeBron off the court.
Right.
Right, exactly.
On the court,
On the court, he's
I
trash.
don't want nothing to do with it. Even when
Trash?
he put,
He's
I'm not.
trash.
I'm not. See,
Yeah, come on,
now,
dog.
now I'm about to
Trash?
He's trash, dog.
I'm about to pull a P move real
Go
quick.
ahead.
You know what I'm saying? He's trash. He's trash.
Yeah.
He can't. You
He
can't.
can't
say
be
trash.
trash.
You can't
Because
say
he made it
trash.
to the NBA.
Yeah,
and all
when I
that.
was talking on the phone and I said a
LeBron
bitch
trash?
motherfucker's trash. Now we talking about LeBron James. He only got 4 rings, a couple of MVPs. Like I don't like the motherfucker, but I know he ain't trash. Shit, he brought my team 2 championships.
So this what we doing tonight?
He trash though.
This what
know
we
he's
doing
not
tonight?
He ain't trash, bro. Like
You know that's
He ain't
that is not
trash.
the term you.
So we taking
But look-
personal conversations and using them against motherfuckers is what we doing.
nah, bro. Stand tall. Stand tall.
Stand on that.
You're right. LeBron's not trash for his stature and the people that he's considered to be among.
I don't like the way he moves.
He's trash.
So it was just
He'll
disappointing.
never be Kobe. He'll never be Michael Jordan. He is LeBron. Accept that. Embrace that. Be all that you can in that because that's a whole different lane. And you did shit that they didn't do.
But check what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to be LeBron. And with that being said, that's why he's trying to play another 2 fucking years so he can break the fucking scoring title. He'll own every fucking title in the damn NBA,
I thought
Except
it was
the
for
ring.
his son.
except for rings.
I thought it was for his son.
Nah, like if you really look at it, he's that close to the scoring titles and every fucking thing else. He'll own everything.
Yeah, but his son is about to come out too.
Man,
his son will go to school this year
I believe so.
and then be out next year.
His son has to be that elite. Right now,
He is.
he's moving up in the rankings.
You don't think so?
He's in the same class as the boy Mikey Williams. And we're
Hey,
still talking about
Mikey
Mikey
Williams
Williams
is
when
a
we're talking
beast.
about Bronny James.
Mikey Williams kind of nice, man.
No, I'm not saying that he's going to be the coldest.
I'm just saying they're in the same graduating class.
What I'm saying is Bronny will get a D1 offer.
It ain't even been clarified that if they'll be able to go straight to the league by then yet.
No, he's going to get a D1 offer, so he's going to college.
Nah, he's not going to college.
No, he's going to college.
Yeah, he don't need the money. You're right.
No, he's going to college. It's
He
just
gonna
for
have
the
to.
1 year, and it's because his dad missed that experience. So he's going to college for 1 year. He'll go to a decent school.
I don't know.
No,
They
I'm
got
not
that
saying.
in-
I'm not saying.
they
When
got
I
the
say a
NBA
decent school,
They got the NBA Development League right now that's paying you a meal.
yeah, but the money's not the issue.
At all.
That's
So
right.
we're
That's what I
talking
think.
about. I want you to have an
true,
experience.
yeah.
If you're talking to, if I'm talking to my son, I'm telling my son, look, man, go ahead and do that. Play the ball, go to school. Because I didn't do that. I quit baseball early in high school when the motherfuckers talking about practicing the snow. I'm not doing it. So I
Bro,
stopped
you
playing.
from New York.
I don't give a fuck. I was also a catcher.
You play catcher?
Yeah. From 5 all the way up to high school, Trash.
Ah.
The moment that coach said,
Nah.
we're going to go outside and work out, because the old coach, we used to work out in the gym because the snow was out. This new motherfucker talking about, nah, we're going to go outside. Who's going outside? Hey, that was the end of my baseball career for everybody that knew me except for my 7th period teacher. Because when 7th period came, I was going to practice. That's what she thought. But I was done with baseball. You fucking serious?
Wow.
Hey, you know, I just look at that and I see why he garners criticism. Does he give a damn? He probably doesn't, and
No.
he shouldn't.
And he
But-
shouldn't give a damn.
He
LeBron
shouldn't.
does the point he don't give a damn no more because he's so rich.
But he shouldn't,
We're not even
regardless
asking that.
of.
The only thing I ask of LeBron, on real shit, right?
Mhm.
The only thing I would ask of him if I knew him personally, and I think he's accomplished some of this, is be humble about who you are and where you are, and do what you can within reason to help other people without it being a detriment to your direct family.
Gotcha.
That's
He-
it.
He done did that. Look at all the
No,
motherfuckers
and that's
in the
what
league
I'm
that
saying.
pay. Shit.
That's what
Off
I'm
the court,
saying.
yeah,
Tristan
I mean,
Thompson.
No, and even outside, starting a school, all that shit
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
I'm glad Jalen laid the groundwork for
Yeah,
them
yeah.
because they're all following Jalen when it comes to doing the school.
Yeah.
Right.
Call that one out loud.
Yeah. And that was it, JR Academy?
Yeah, I think yeah.
I know it's J something Academy, don't
Right.
quote me, but Jalen Rose,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Because
did.
his mother started it. His
Yep.
mother started
the
it.
first one to take it from
Yep.
kindergarten all the way to high school,
Yep.
Mhm.
and
K
has
through 12.
Yep.
a highly successful graduation rate.
Very high.
I want to say 99 point something.
And he did it in the D.
Their
right?
college graduation rate is
Didn't
high.
he do it in Detroit?
Yeah.
He did it in
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah.
Same town.
Just like LeBron did it in
Right.
Cleveland
Right.
or
They
Akron.
hometown. They
Yeah.
hometown. They-
So no, it's great. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Nobody's knocking you on that. But when it comes to basketball, I am a fan. I
He's-
don't like you.
He's
when
not
you
a
play
top.
basketball.
He's not top 5. He's top 10 player, not top 5 player to me.
I can't say that.
To me,
To you, yeah, but
When you talk about all time, you put him in
all
top
time,
5.
all time.
Yes.
That's
He
why
might make top 15.
he's top 10.
y'all are, yeah. What,
Just because at his position,
So he's not better than Steph Curry when you look at it overall.
and Steph Curry's not done. But I'm not.
He is nowhere close to Steph.
don't
So
go-
what?
I don't-
It depends
I don't
on
have
what you
Steph-
base on.
I don't
'cause
have
my
Steph
thing
Curry in my
is-
top 5.
No, I don't either. But when I'm talking I'm ranking them, I'm gonna call Curry before I call LeBron.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Smoking.
Let me ask you this. If you had to
That
do
good shit.
your ultimate,
Got to be.
if you had to do your ultimate starting lineup,
Ooh.
that's position.
Mm-hmm. LeBron's on that team.
He's not for me.
He may be. He might make my starting. I have to think
He's not for me.
Okay.
because, and the reason I'm saying that I have to think because with me,
What's the goal of this team, Trez, that you're putting together?
well, it's like
Are you putting a team together to dominate on any given night, or are you just putting a team together that had a bunch of highlights and accolades?
well, my team's probably going to be a winning team, so it's probably going to dominate, and it's going to be like the superior dream team.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So who you got at who's your point?
1 through 5.
Who's
Let's
your
go.
point?
I'm ready for this conversation. Let's go.
Who's your point? We're gonna do rapid
Can I go
fire.
first? I
Yeah,
wanna go
rapid
first.
fire. Who's your point?
I'm ready.
I am putting.
I'm ready
Go ahead. Go ahead.
because you started with me, so I'm ready.
Yeah, go
Who's your
for
point?
it. Let's
Magic
go.
Johnson.
Okay, Magic's your point. Who's your point?
I am going to put AI at the point.
I'm
The
taking.
point.
Yes.
Jesus.
I'm taking. That is wild.
Right.
But
I know he's a 2. That's okay. I'm putting him
the
at
point.
I'm taking Jason Kidd at my point.
Okay, I'm taking Magic.
Okay, so Magic, AI, Jason. Who's your 2?
I'm taking Jordan.
Jordan.
Kobe. Who's your 3?
And this is where I'm mixing it up. No, I already know who I got.
Okay,
I take Kevin Garnett at my 3.
okay, I like that.
Bronny.
I'm with Trez. I got Garnett because that's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Who's your 4?
At my 4, that's where I'm going back to. I think I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan.
Damn. Okay, who's your 4?
I am taking. I'm taking Hakeem the Dream.
At the
your
4,
Yes.
AI at the 1.
I'm taking Rodman as my 4. Who's your 5?
Jesus, what type of squad you got?
Right. I'm waiting to see who his 5 is.
My 5, I'm torn between 2 players, but I have to go with what I've seen. So I'm going with the most dominant player I've ever seen before, the Diesel.
Shaq.
Shaq.
So you're going to have Hakeem and Shaq on the
Yes.
floor at the same time.
Man, you get a swap.
You get ran out.
AI
the
running the
game.
point. Yeah.
Shit.
Man.
I'm going to take Hakeem as the most skilled big I've ever seen at my 5.
Okay.
And the reason I took Shaq is because I took Tim Duncan as a skilled player at my 4.
I got it. I was going to actually take Tim Duncan, but because you did that, I wouldn't want to seem like I was copying you. That's why I said Rodman. I went with the next best thing.
Bro, I think my team is going to run your team out the floor, bro.
Yeah, you think that
Every time we
till
play.
they suit up.
10 out of 10 times.
Dog, who's getting the ball?
Right. AI's not giving it up.
Shit. You got that team.
You got AI. You got AI and Jordan in your
I bet
backcourt.
he do.
I will say this, though. In Bubba Chuck's defense,
Bubba Chuck, no, he could pass. I'm a
in
huge fan.
every All-Star game, he does give up the rock.
He does.
But there comes that time where that motherfucker's going to cross you up 8 times, and the shot clock going to be down to 2.
Yep. And he's shooting. But
I got Kevin Garnett. I got my Kevin Garnett
Garnett
defense
at the 3.
and intensity. But LeBron James gets intimidated easily. I think you can mentally take LeBron out of his game.
You can kind of punk him.
yeah, till he hit that guy.
Yeah, I mean,
And the only reason why I say
you're a
that,
Dallas Mavericks fan, so you should know that. You should know that firsthand experience.
yeah, the only reason why I say that,
I'm a Heat fan. I'm telling you,
no, they punked
Yeah.
LeBron to
that
get
was
that chip.
that was a mental
Yeah.
beating.
They
y'all,
punked him.
y'all mentally beat LeBron.
Y'all happen
When
to
he
have
left
the
Cleveland.
right goons.
That was what boy name at the time?
Deshaun Stevens.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Where
He
he
was on
at?
their ass.
Where his
Yeah.
ass at?
Don't
Partner
matter.
with Sean
They had him for the
Marion.
right. Sean Marion.
That was just enough crazy
Right.
to make Sean Marion be like, I'm with you, dog.
Right.
Because before that,
But
y'all
Deshaun-
went against Golden State,
Sean's about it.
and Golden State showed y'all that y'all need some dog.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the only reason why y'all
Excuse
got
my
him.
friends, but they played nigga ball to beat us.
Man,
and they whooped
and
the
it
shit out
worked.
of us.
Y'all had Butler too at the time, didn't y'all?
Caron Butler,
Caron Butler, yeah.
He's
But
a
he was
fucking-
hurt. He
Don't
was
matter.
hurt this season.
He's a
yeah.
fool.
Yeah, but he was hurt
on the
then.
court.
That's all
matter.
in the entire.
He's on the side of the court.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, he was a dog.
That's like Udonis Haslem on the Heat. He ain't getting on the court. But
Now he did get on the court.
right. And look what happened. Look what happened.
Quick question. That's for y'all fucked up.
Look what happened.
OUD, man. Hey, so predictions. So I don't even know why I'm asking this, but Brooklyn, Milwaukee.
So I'm gonna have to stay. I'm backpedaling on the goddamn Bucks, man. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no heart, man. But I still think it's gonna turn into a series.
Okay.
But I think Brooklyn's gonna turn this shit around. Brooklyn got something special over there.
Hawks 76ers.
Did the Hawks win the game yet?
They won the
They
first.
won the first game.
They won the first one.
But when I checked, 76 was beating that ass tonight.
Philly up by.
I'm gonna still go with the. I'm going.
They're up by 7 right now.
I'm going
It's
Philly.
not enough.
I'm going Philly.
Okay. Got you.
I'm gonna go with the motherfucker to beat us. I'm gonna go with Atlanta until they out.
I like Atlanta. They're just young. That's the only reason I ain't going.
I'm just going with them because they beat us.
Right.
I don't think Joel's gonna make it, so I'm going ATL.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Damn, can I say the other
It
It
two?
don't matter. It really
It
don't.
doesn't matter. I'm serious. It doesn't matter.
Phoenix and Denver.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
You're
Phoenix.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
They riding high.
That's
Hey,
a different factor. You
leadership.
saw what Homeboy said,
different
right?
leadership,
Yeah,
right?
The
Leadership means
dude
everything.
said, with Paul on the floor, I calmed down.
Mm.
Look at
What's their center name?
Aiden. That's
Aiden.
what I'm trying to tell you.
Aiden, when they interviewed him last night,
Because Paul puts everybody in
He
place.
does.
he said, just having him out there. I was calm.
He played point for point
I
with
could
the
do
Joker last
anything
night.
Joker could do.
Right. Right. And shot a
Anything
better
you can do, I can do
percentage.
better type
right.
shit.
And they matched him. Hey, you sit down, he sit down.
Right, that's how you do it.
go in, he go in.
And you already know my segment with Clippers.
I was about to say Clippers Jazz. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going Phoenix, but I just wanted to hear that piece.
You know, I just want one time for Kawhi to like really yoke on a motherfucker.
He has.
No.
You ain't been watching you ain't see game
You
6.
talking about when he
You ain't see game 6?
on Buddy Cleaver?
Yeah, but that wasn't like a cock back.
That's because he don't fucking
That's not his
do
game.
nothing.
I
That's
know.
not his-
That's what I'm saying. I
That
just want
motherfucker
it
gonna
one time.
boom and
Games-
then go back and
He
play
is
defense.
gonna boom on you, but
He's
I just
not
want
gonna
you
say shit.
Game
want
6,
you
he
to
went in his
like
bag like I
yoke
never
on
seen him win in his bag before.
Oh yeah.
Game
Shot after
6,
shot.
he went
and
in
it
his
pissed me off
bag.
because fucking Carlisle would not double team, triple team, do shit.
I said, this motherfucker's the truth, bro.
Yeah, well we know
Hands
that.
down.
Like, he been the
We know
truth,
that.
but you talking
Hands
about
down.
he's more silent assassin than Steph Curry. Because
Clip-
Steph Curry kind of animated.
He's more silent
He's a-
assassin than
Anybody.
Right.
Yeah, that motherfucker don't even.
It's
Like
like
I said,
it's
if
like a
he
robot, bro.
what
He
you
don't
looking
crack
for
a
is for him to
smile.
do that and make a fucking emotion after the fact.
Right.
That's what
That's-
you're really waiting on.
when he make-
'Cause that nigga, he going back on defense.
I do want the emotion.
When he make an emotion, you in trouble.
It's
That
over.
motherfucker is the Barry Sanders of basketball.
No shit. Clippers Jazz.
It's Barry
I know who
Sanders.
you
Yeah,
got.
you know how to go.
Clippers Jazz. Oh, Clippers.
I'm going Jazz.
You would.
Donovan Mitchell.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, better coach.
Who's the coach?
Better than Tyronn Lue.
But you can't even name their fucking coach.
Better than Tyronn
It's
You
Lue.
see this bullshit?
It's
Better coach.
It's Snyder.
You just hate
Better
Tyronn Lue.
than Tyronn.
Let's
I don't
deep-
hate
let's-
on Tyronn.
Why
Lue.
don't you like Tyronn Lue?
Better than Tyronn Lue.
So unfortunately for me, Tyronn Lue, he always has the image of getting stepped over by AI.
That's what it is.
Like, that's how I see. Like,
sorta,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. That's the only image of Tyronn Lue I would ever remember.
Right.
I got
But
you.
I mean,
I'm with you, because
So-
how can you respect a motherfucker that got stepped over?
like, he
And look down
and
the
then
ball.
look down on you. Then you try to have some cornrows looking like me.
No, go ahead, retire, dog. Become a coach. Leave this shit
That's
alone.
what he did. That's the
Playing is not for you.
Boy, that was the most disrespectful play I've ever seen in my
Hey.
life, bro.
So, I'm gonna pivot real quick.
Go
So, as sports fans, we know summer's coming up, summer camps, mini camps, preseason for football. Biggest thing that just hit the news recently: Julio to Tennessee.
I gotta see it. I know everybody's saying it's great. I just gotta see it.
I don't think it's great. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it's great. Number one, I still don't believe in Ryan Tannehill.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Me
That-
being a former
that-
Dolphins, me being a Dolphins fan, him being a former Dolphin, Yeah, he trashed, but I got two outlooks on it. I don't think it's gonna do good in the regular season. I think it's gonna be up and down. But come playoff,
Oh, so they're making the playoffs?
I think they're gonna make the playoffs for sure.
My problem with
They got
that,
an extra game.
my problem with the that would
Playoff.
actually make it worse. And
Playoffs.
I think for
they're-
me,
I think they're scary.
but I also think for me, the reason why I say it won't work is for the simple fact that Julio won't stay healthy the entire season.
He don't have to.
It's a total.
He really don't.
That is true. They are run first. Their defense
And
run
then you got that boy
first.
Brown. And to be honest with you, Brown is probably physically bigger than Julio is.
He is. He's more muscular.
Right.
That's for sure. Julio's
So-
more slim.
You only need Julio for the playoffs when the big games comes to make the big catches.
Yeah. So it probably will keep him healthy.
Yeah.
I hope that it works. I like Julio a lot. I just don't think it's work because I don't think he's gonna stay healthy.
they're
He's on the
playoff team.
downside of his career, and it's a wrap. It's downside. He's just in a good position, and he probably can stay healthy based on what you just said. The fact that
He got 3 more years over there.
I think so.
'Cause
I
they
think
got-
so.
Was it Derrick Henry back there?
Oh,
Yeah.
for the running back
ain't nobody-
of ages.
Don't nobody want to tackle Julio, AJ Brown, or Derrick Henry.
Right.
But if they get to that fucking quarterback, which that's in any case,
But he-
though, so I don't
he-
want
he-
to make it seem like
Yeah.
it's just right. That's any fucking situation. You know what I mean? So,
That's gonna be interesting.
so one thing, I don't want to touch too much on the NFL because right now it's not popping. It's still the NBA. So
Right.
really, what I got a chance to witness over the weekend was this fucking Mayweather fight, and so we talk about boxing. We talk about some of the true greats, right? Mayweather is, to me, just because of the record, is one of the best.
Okay.
This shit this past weekend was different.
It's an exhibition.
I haven't.
I know, but it's just the joking.
Fucking joke.
It's like
that shit was scripted.
it's
course
a
it is.
payday for him, and
It's
I
payday
know
for-
that's why he did it.
Paid for
Of
both of
course.
them. They both got paid.
But
He took 2 fights that were paid. The one with Conor McGregor was just for the bag.
yeah, it was, and we know that's why he's Money Mayweather. My thing is, it's almost like a mockery.
It is.
You
It's
know what I
disrespectful
mean?
to boxing.
It is.
Yeah, but you kind of the diehard boxing fan, you guys, would say that it is.
You too. You
Nah,
can't just.
I'm not
No,
diehard.
he ain't
like
die
that.
hard like he ain't die
I'm
hard.
not diehard.
He
like
watches
that.
it, but he ain't.
Yeah, you tell me a fight on. Oh shit. Okay, is it?
Yeah.
But for you guys, it's disrespectful. For me, it's just an exhibition. Once they say win or lose, it don't count,
Yeah, it don't matter.
and it's for only
Same
a certain
thing with
amount
Tyson
of
and Roy
rounds.
Jones.
I think they need to
You
set
get
it
the
up
bag.
different.
Set it up how?
I mean, let it be known this is like celebrity boxing.
Nah,
Like
but
back in the day they had that cartoon on MTV, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Look, well, you know
This
it
is
wasn't
cele-
real. They only charge you $49.99 for the motherfucker. That right there tell you it ain't real.
There's been a couple of pay-per-views for $49.95.
Yeah, but with a heavy
but
leg
not-
like Mayweather, that shit $100.
Shit, I thought the undercard was better.
It might have been. I ain't seen none of this shit.
No, I'm not watching none of that. I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I get
After
it.
Nate Robinson
Is
got
this-
laid down, I said I'm not.
Well,
I'm
shit,
no
Chad
longer
Johnson got the same
participating.
effect.
But he got
I
up.
don't know if
I heard
he
he got
did.
up.
He got up. He did get up.
He
I
got
give him
laid
that.
down. He
Florida
was in
boys
this one?
stand. Florida boys
Yeah, it was
stand
on
up.
his ass.
Hey man, I'm telling you like this.
I give him credit for
I'm telling you
that.
like this, bro.
Why he just headbutt the motherfucker?
I'm telling you like this. Boxing is different.
We finna get to him.
Boxing is different, man. Like
It is a different sport. You cannot-
people laugh.
So-
Get your ass in that motherfucking ring.
I agree, and I equate that. My boxing dreams ended when they told me I had to run fucking 5 miles just to get in the ring
Daily.
as a rap. No, I'm not doing it. 2
That's minimal.
possible, and that's if I
Yeah.
train for that shit. 5 before I fight.
Real
No, sir.
quick,
I can't do it.
before we go further, I told y'all brothers that I did kickboxing class yesterday. By the time that motherfucker got to the end, it was talking about, okay, let's do another round of jumping jacks. I did still jumping jacks. My brother, my
And how they look?
Boy waving his hands for help.
Help me!
dude, Trez, I didn't even have the strip to elevate to even lift my goddamn heels off the ground. I'm right here. I said she got me fucked up.
Oh, that's
But go ahead,
hilarious.
go ahead.
So I equate this what I call like a mockery of the sport to, I don't know if y'all, I don't know if y'all like directly recall it, but it's the same thing with Tim Tebow. It's the same shit. It's
That's
a mockery of the
favorite.
sport, you know. But it also makes you think about like the legends of that particular sport, boxing. Mike Tyson, right? So when you deal with Mike Tyson, you talk about all that he went through, everything that he had to endure. And if you watch the documentary, which Trez, I want to thank you, man, because you shed light on, you know, how good the documentary was. Because we've seen Tyson documentaries. It's not like it was the first one.
No, that was
You know what I'm saying?
It was the first of this kind.
that was the first of that one.
So that should shed light on the work that was done.
Yeah, they did a hell of a job.
It was a good job.
Who was that? CBS?
ABC.
ABC. They did a job of a major.
But
like
Mike-
HBO Showtime.
Mike did
or
that
Netflix.
because, from my understanding, there was another network that was trying to come out to make a documentary about his life that he didn't
Approve.
Mm.
So he said, "Fuck that.
Mhm.
If they're
Yeah,
gonna
they
do
won
it,
on that one.
if they're gonna do it, you're gonna hear it from me."
Yeah.
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 I think the thing that stood out the most to me, and we talked about this in previous episode rather, in which we talked about how you were brought up in your youth affects you in adulthood. We don't have to go into that piece, but I would like to say the one thing that stood out to me, and I know y'all got y'all piece on the actual Tyson documentary, but the one thing that stood out to me was what he dealt with trauma-wise. Mom was obviously dealing with alcoholism and whatever the case may be, bringing different dudes home, all the stuff that you go through coming up in Brownsville.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly sure the guy's name, because I think I caught it after they had already introduced him, so I didn't get the name tag. However, the guy was basically saying it's 50,000 people in Brownsville, and it's one goddamn door.
Oh, that was another.
And
that was
everybody-
another fighter. I think his last name was Morrison or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
He another fighter.
Yeah.
Shane.
Shane Mosley.
Yeah, no,
Not Mosley.
that wasn't Mosley.
Shannon Morrison.
Shannon.
Morrison or something.
Morrison?
Might
Or was
be.
it Briggs?
Brit.
Shannon.
I can't
What I
remember.
will
Don't quote
say,
us on it, people.
But he a
I'm-
former champ.
Yeah.
but that resonated with me because that to me that's a lot of hoods in America. But at the same token, now there's a segue to understanding. Oh yeah, this guy he dealt with some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He dealt with some shit, and he found solace in certain things like being bullied, talked about because of hygiene, all of those things.
Well, he found solace in them birds.
And then
And
birds.
the pigeons,
Yeah,
pigeon,
like,
and
he
you got
found
Dapper
peace in them
Dan came
birds.
on and said,
I think everybody, man,
Yeah.
everybody got their own story.
Yeah.
So Mike's story ain't really, to be honest with you, Mike's story ain't different from a lot of people's.
The beginning part of it.
Right.
Yeah, the
It-
beginning part of it.
it's
is
what you
mirror.
make of it. I
Yeah.
guess, you know?
So
Well, and what the opportunity that's presented to you?
really,
ahead,
really,
Travis.
really, what his is though, it was a lack of leadership growing up. Maybe you kind of say like father figure. In his sense, I guess it was Customato. After Customato passed away, said he kind of went rampage because before Customato, he was going crazy.
Mhm.
When he went Customato, he kind of calmed him down, even though
Right.
he still had his episodes here and there. And then when he passed, and then with the stuff that happened with his ex-wife,
Yeah. I mean that all leads up to it, but it one, people look at Mike to be have some type of mental issue, and that's, for me, I don't think that's the case. But
I agree.
I would have to agree.
looking at his trajectory, right?
They said it good on the documentary. He said it.
What
They
did he
said,
say?
He said something, and don't quote me, but he said having money just covers up, you know what I'm saying,
Oh yeah,
the pain or the issues that
Right,
a person
right.
is really going through
right.
temporarily, but it's still going to eventually rise to the surface and show itself.
Right. So I'm not a spiritual guy, but I do believe in God, right?
Right.
Mhm.
So watching that show told me how funny God can move.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
sir.
you go from watching your mom, because most of us would say we had a mom that cared for us, right?
Yeah.
At least
Most-
cared for us,
most
right?
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
Love it to
He
death.
went from a mom that was a drug addict, prostitute. You watching,
But she
dudes
loved
beat
him.
on her. Yeah, no, the love for the child never stopped.
It was just
but
when she was
what you
under
had
the
to
influence.
watch
Yeah.
your mother endure,
right.
Right.
and then you get sit away because of this.
Right. Absolutely.
Had it not been for somebody sending you away for this,
What was your story?
you would have never met Cos. So it's a lot of kids in Brooklyn who don't get sent away.
Like his whole story is
There's a lot of people in America who don't get sent away.
Right.
Very
like
true.
him living in, I'm not from New York, but you know what I'm saying, just off of the New York rappers that I listen to, that might be cliche or whatever, but the rappers that come out of the Brownsville area, MOP type, their mentality is just.
I'll tell you this from an inside standpoint. Growing up, we looked at Brooklyn, and you could tell them because they had a dirty demeanor to them.
They
a
said
grimy demeanor to them. You could see them.
They said, Brooklyn, take it, don't it?
They had that demeanor to them. In Queens, we was fresh, we was chill, but we wasn't as fresh as Harlem. Harlem stayed fresh.
Right.
You couldn't see them on a bad day. You would think them cats got their hair cut every day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Caesars, fades, all
everything.
That shit.
You would think they did that every fucking day.
Yeah.
Right.
They stayed that way.
Right.
Yes, Brooklyn had it, I would say, harder. Not as, you can't depict it to say, but if you ever go there and you look at the boroughs,
yeah,
although they have homes and brownstones and shit like that, they do have the projects, and the outlook is more, it's one family home, whereas Queens, outside of the projects,
yeah, I guess it's a lot of
you have a lot of families together, whether it's West Indian,
because it's a melting pot, so
Russian, all of that. But in Brooklyn, you pretty much got the black people and your Haitians.
Ça passe.
Ça passe.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's other cultures besides that because you got the Hispanics and all that shit too. But when it come to us, right? It's get it how you get it.
Yep.
The only other borough that's like that to me, that I would say living there, making sure I was strapped when I went in. I always made sure I was strapped when I went to Brooklyn.
Absolutely.
The only other borough I would say will be Shaolin. Not really a borough, but an island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Yeah. I knew what you said when you said Shaolin because that's Wu-Tang.
I'm not going there for no
they
fucking
say Staten
reason.
Island is crazy.
The only reason I went to Brooklyn by myself is because I had a Puerto Rican joint over there.
Right.
And I only went during the fucking day.
Because at night,
I was
it get grimy.
I'm back on my
it
side.
It get grimy, no doubt.
I don't even want to be on a train with them motherfuckers.
I get it, man. I get it.
And this ain't no slate to them because it's their environment and how they grew up.
It's about the environment that you live in. Like,
why you think motherfuckers you go anywhere in America,
Tyson was something special,
motherfuckers
man.
say, where Brooklyn at? Somebody gonna say,
hey, what's happening? Yeah, something, something to that to that
But
level.
with that Tyson shit, man, that's a story that's all over America, right? Florida, Dallas, South Dallas.
Right.
It's all over America. It's just the opportunity of how God chooses to move for you at that moment.
He was something special, man. But like you said, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Like, still to this day, Tyson's my favorite fighter.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Hands down.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite heavyweight fighter.
Nah, fighter.
He's my favorite.
Period.
He's my favorite fighter because with me, y'all know I love boxing. With me, when it comes to boxing, it's not supposed to go to the judges. It's supposed to be a knockout.
Yeah, he for the most part decided.
He's deciding it. Like, I'm not trying to sit around 12 rounds.
That's respect.
Like,
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
like,
need
I don't
that.
want.
We're not finna dance for 12 rounds.
Boxing is the most corrupt sport. I don't never want to be in the judges.
Yeah,
hands.
I don't need your input on this.
I respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Obvious.
For that reason, you know what I'm saying. When he was in his prime, couldn't nobody fuck with him. But it was just the mental things that he was going on outside of boxing that he had to.
Well, he had a lot to deal with. Just like we talked earlier. You sit there calmly as your wife
interrupts your
interview
to come on,
to sit down and say, yes, he beats me.
But you know what that was? If you really think about it, that was reality TV happening
before reality
fucking TV.
No, that's facts. That's
before. That's all that shit was.
Right.
Look,
like, she thought she was gonna win off of that shit. At the end of the day, that shit probably backfired.
Long term,
we ain't heard from her fucking since.
She on Lifetime.
She was a star. She was a star ahead of the class.
She was.
Yo, you stupid, man.
Nah, she is on Lifetime.
I know, but you stupid, man.
Was it Robin Givens, right?
Right.
It's Robin Givens,
Man,
but Yo, you
it was
stupid.
It was Robin
The
Givens at the
last
time.
famous thing she did was Boomerang. From a black culture
But
standpoint.
look at the position she
She
played
did
on
some
that.
shows too.
Look at the position she played the Boomerang.
Not true. Look, man, women are liberated. They can do whatever they
Bro,
want to do.
it was,
Yeah.
she
Power
was
of
at
the
the
P.
point. It was her and
No pun intended.
Jasmine Guy. They were the only two black females in the business at the time. If you really
That was
wanna
her
be-
and Halle Berry.
It was, yeah.
Holly wasn't in.
Halle was in her with Boomerang.
Head of the class.
She was up there.
I'll talk about
Jasmine. Jasmine Guy was different. World.
Different world. Yeah.
Yeah, but look
They're-
at her now.
Look at her now. Right. Shit, we don't even know what Robert Gibbs looked like.
I'll
You
say
can
this,
catch her on
man.
Lifetime.
So,
Shout out to
you know,
Mike.
it's good. It's good. What'd you say?
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike, man.
Look at
Mike,
him now. Right. He's overcame a lot.
And
Hey, man,
and he's
if-
still
if-
getting the bag.
if-
People still following him.
He
That
look like
just
he
show
doing-
you what true greatness.
Like he's
will
doing
be.
better now than he's in
He
a
is
better.
doing a lot better.
And he'll
mentally,
tell you that.
he's in a better
Mentally,
space.
he's in a better space.
And that's what it's all about. Health is wealth.
But Trez, you know, I mean, again, in Spins, we don't really talk about your past like that, but when you get away from it,
Yep. Yeah.
you feel relieved that you don't have to act
Yeah.
you don't come
or
out your
be
shell.
on guard.
Oh man.
The be on guard part is the
Because
hardest
for
part.
us, we're outsiders. Me and Trez, we're outsiders. And this, I'm not knocking y'all. Don't take this as any disrespect, right?
Just
'Cause-
talk. We got it.
Certain parts of Dallas that and Fort Worth that you guys say that you shouldn't be there. We look at as why.
Well, I'm there. I've
Yeah.
been
Why
there.
not?
Like, what's the issue?
I mean, and it's
You
no
know-
disrespect.
Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what you call hood
It's not really
for us,
compared to other places in the world.
I'll say this. And
and
I
I'm
don't.
not knocking it.
No.
I'm not sitting in those places all night long. I'm too old for that. But at the same time, riding by it, I'm looking like.
But
y'all
you
talking about this?
gotta understand. Where problems come in the hood is that people know people. I give you we just talked about what I just said. 1 million hoods across the country, 2, 3, 4, 5 million, however many hoods. It's 50,000 people trying to knock down the same door, and so it's gonna be
I got
that.
50,000 people in one project.
Yeah.
And the dynamics may be different. I'm just saying the goal is to get out. And
I
so when
get
you when you deal with that, with the thing that makes it different is, yeah, you got 50,000 people. We might have 100. But it's the entire same goal. What makes the problems and the things that happen within the community is just within that place. So it's got a lot to do with the people you know. Obviously, if you ride through, and not saying that you can't stop. I'm not saying that you can't go in and kick it. We can all go in and kick it. And I can go in and kick it anywhere. I don't walk in fear. But at the same token, it's just going to be problems when you know that place. People know you, so people going to hate. People going to do those things. And that's what breeds the bullshit. And like I said, I would say I disagree in that regard. But I do understand how you could be comfortable in that element just because of the simple fact that from where y'all come from. So,
Yeah, and again, it's no disrespect.
no, I never said it was disrespect.
You know
I'm
what
just
I'm
giving
saying?
you my thing to that. What
Yeah.
y'all saying? You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, one of the greatest, man. Salute. Great documentary, by the way. from
Amazing
ABC.
doc.
Yeah, it
Amazing doc.
was.
Um,
Before we conclude, I will just say this: Naomi Osaka, great tennis player.
stand up for her.
Yes, 100%.
Stand up for her. Stand up for the world being aware of mental health right now.
Exactly.
At
That's where
this
I was
moment,
going.
because Ricky Williams also had a mental health issue
Right.
I stand up
that
for
we
that.
don't acknowledge.
that we
That's
don't
his day.
acknowledge.
I stand up for that full-fledged.
Yeah.
The way she went about it.
Yep.
Stand up for Serena for saying shit. I wish I could give her a hug.
But
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely stand up for it. But I mean, at the same time, it's a double-edged sword because I feel like if you're an athlete, I feel like you're obligated
No.
to speak to the media. But I feel I respect her for the way she went about it, how she informed us that she was dealing with some things, how she withdrew from it. But I kind of look at it like, I remember when I was growing up, I always said I never wanted to be famous.
Okay.
I never wanted to be famous, bro.
Okay.
Never wanted to be rich, never wanted to be famous. I always rather be unknown and wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you're rich and famous, there's certain
Well, more money, more problems.
there's certain things that you have to. You're in the face of the camera.
Yeah.
When you're in the face of the camera, you're expected, you're responsible to responding. You know what I'm saying? Like athletes, entertainers, they're famous. If they didn't respond in front of the camera, we wouldn't fucking have a podcast. We wouldn't have shit to talk about.
No, you're right.
Yeah. Our topics would be limited.
Right. Our topics would be very limited.
You're 100% right.
I get it. Well, I will say this, fellas. This was an amazing conversation. To me, from the heart, I really feel like this was probably personally one of the best conversations that we've had. But before conclusion, again, we made it, fellas, to 22 episodes. Thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for rocking with us continuously.
UnMask'd,
sharing,
aka
commenting.
Cognac Crew.
Yeah, Cognac Crew. Got some things coming for y'all. We appreciate everything that you guys provide us, the feedback.
Thank you for rocking with us.
Yes, absolutely. And
even if you say you don't know how I got pussy in my life. But that's another thing. Yo, did I tell you? Oh,
shots fired like a motherfucker.
Ain't even let me badge in the building yet. I'm getting out of the car. I don't know how you ever got pussy. Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Hey, until next time.
Hold on. I got one more. Because the shit got bad. So I'm thinking this shorty, I'm talking to her, you know what I'm saying? I told you about the shorty. We ain't going to go deep into it, but I'm talking to the shorty. Who is that guy? I said, huh?
He's referring to episode 21.
I just watched the podcast. Trez.
It is what it is, man.
She said it's Buddy Love. You know Buddy
the
Love.
alter ego?
That's what she said.
Hey.
She said it's like, I don't even know that guy.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, leave it to Peter. Leave it to Peter.
I love y'all women, man. Y'all the best.
Absolutely.
Except when y'all try that bullshit. Go ahead, let's rock. Next one, coming up. Let's go.
Hey, until next time, man. We out.
Cognac
Appreciate
Crew.
y'all.
Cognac Crew.
Absolutely.
Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.